Okay, the recording has started. So hi everyone. So welcome to the Mohali MuleSoft Meetup chapter. Okay. So today we are going to discuss a very a new topic. Okay, and this is not being covered in any of the MuleSoft meetups till now. Okay, so we'll be learning about how to integrate Slack with MuleSoft and how do we leverage Slack Canvas with Agentforce. Okay. So this is a safe harbor statement. So both the speaker and the host here, we are organizing this meetup in our individual capacity only. So we are not representing our companies, and the presentation that we are going to share here is only for learning purposes, and we don't hold any responsibility that the same solution will work for your business requirements. Okay, and this presentation is not meant for any promotional activities. As general housekeeping rules, I'll be uploading the recording of this meetup and to the events page within 24 hours. And I request you guys to be interactive, okay, during this session and ask as many questions you have. And then lastly, after the meetup is over, you will get an email to share your feedback. So please share your feedback. It's helped us to do better next time. So, yep. So myself, Vikas Sharma. So I'm the organizer for this meetup. Okay, I'm working as a technology architect at Infosys. I'm a MuleSoft ambassador and MuleSoft meetup chapter leader for this Mohali region. Okay, and I'm a MuleSoft certified integration and platform architect. I have got around 14 years of experience in integration domain. So I started with like IBM B2B integrator, then I moved to TIPCO, and now I'm working as a MuleSoft architect. I love sharing my knowledge via YouTube tutorials. So I've got my own YouTube channel, Your Integration Buddy. So if you got some time, do check out some of the videos I have posted over here. Yep. Next slide, please, Abhishek. Yep. So we have our speaker here, Abhishek. So first of all, I'd like to thank you, Abhishek, for taking out time and preparing for this innovative topic. Okay. And yep, please go ahead, Abhishek, and yeah, introduce yourself.
Yep. Thank you so much, Vikas, and thank you, Mohali Group, for having me over here. So, very much excited to have this session. So, speaking about myself, I'm working as a principal developer at Flash, and I'm a MuleSoft ambassador as well. I'm a regional leader for MuleSoft Meetup India. I'm a speaker to MuleSoft, Salesforce, Slack, and CMX meetups. I lead chapters in different community like Slack, CMX, and MuleSoft. I have total of 10 plus years of experience and at plus in MuleSoft. I am certified developer and architect. I have certification on industry and GTM champion by MuleSoft. I am a triple star ranger at Salesforce. I have few other certifications in Salesforce, Solis, Delbumi, JCP, Copedo, Workato. I write technical blogs and create videos. So I have my own YouTube channel as well. So one is this is just for personal world because I also used to do acting and direction. So that one, and I own a patent for developing a portable washing machine. So that's pretty much about me. And now we can start with our agenda.
Sure, sure. Yeah, please go ahead, Abhishek.
Yep.
Thank you.
So what we are going to discuss is, and before starting, just relax, sit back, see what we are doing, and maybe if you have any question, we'll give you time for that. But I will request you like first go through everything, maybe with the demos and description. A lot of your other questions will be answered. Okay, so we will discuss about little bit on Slack, like what is Slack, how we integrate that with MuleSoft using a demo. We'll discuss that. Then we'll come up like what is a Slack canvas and what is that. Then we'll talk about Agentforce and Slack, like how we do the integration, how we connect that. We will discuss about that. Okay, so these are pretty much what we are going to do, right? So now let me go through the first part, Slack. Okay, so I hope many of you are already using Slack, right? So you might be using Slack as a communicator tool for your business, right? But anyone have tried anything else with Slack, like canvases or sharing reports, creating workflow, anything, or integrating with MuleSoft, creating the webhook, using the BlockKit developer tool, anything? Anyone has ever tried that? or just use that as a tool to communicate. That's it. Anyone want to speak, or maybe if we are writing on chat, because you can tell me.
Not yet. So, guys, if you have any options, like I think Arun wants to speak. Yeah, Arun, please go ahead.
Now, we didn't try these kind of extra things what Vikas was
Okay.
mentioning. I just want to say that. So this is kind of a new learning for me. That's what I just want to unmute. That's it. Yeah.
Great, great. And that's where this meetup will be very helpful to all of you. So first thing is Slack. So do you know like what Slack stands for? The acronym. So it stands for searchable log of all communication and knowledge. Okay, that's what Slack stand for. So it's your chat and messaging app for team and workplaces that allow user to share link files and chat. Okay, the original name of Slack was the internal messaging tool created by TinySpack during the development of their browsing based massively multiplayer online game called Glitch. Okay, so the company renamed in 2014, okay, itself to Slack Technology, and was acquired in 2021 by Salesforce with a sum of $27.7 billion. Okay, so this is what Slack is, like a little bit overview. Now Slack is your AI productivity platform, bring automation, knowledge and collaboration together. Okay, this is not just your communication tool, but can do a lot of things for you. Okay, so talking about the AI productivity platform, okay, now this comes again under the 360 view of your Salesforce, we can say, where you can automate, have knowledge, and collaborate. Where you can create channels, you can have Slacks, you can do huddles like a video calling to your colleague, you can have a group chats. Okay, you can create private or public channels, you can have small video recording and share it through to other people. You can share file over 1 GB to your Slack. Okay, if you want to share someone a file or video or anything, you can do that. Okay, you can do a lot of things with Slack. Now, improve team performance. Okay, it's boost your sales productivity, it's boost your service efficiency, your marketing, your transform IT delivery, like all the different departments can connect over Slack, share their knowledge and all those stuffs using Slack. Okay, so the productivity level, like it can be 49% increase if you are using Slack. And now we have got like you can integrate your Slack with Salesforce, having Slack channel as well. Okay, where within your Salesforce you can have Slack channels and you can do your interactions over there. Okay, now how the Slack is divided, and also I will show this when I will do the demo. So we have three major parts. One is where you have all the notations and specifications of like what are the different channels, so to whom you are doing the direct message, what are your favorite channels, so public channels, private channels. Then you have the second tab where you are actually chatting. Okay, maybe a group chat or something. And if you want to do one-to-one chatting within the group maybe, or if you want to reply to a particular thread, you can do that. That is the third step. So how this is divided, so we have got a home page, a home menu, we have got the DMs, activities, the workspace. You can have multiple workspace, so you can toggle around that. Okay, your DMs can be shown over here. This is your search bar. This is like if you're going to a private channel, you can huddle means doing a voice call, and you can again switch that to a video call as well. And this is your private thread. Okay, message box, here is your user menu where you can have define your profiles and settings, what you can do. Okay, then there are three types of channel: a public channel, private channel, and a channel shared externally. So public channel, that is shared within your organization. Okay, no one else externally can see that, but this is open, anyone can see that, anyone can be a part of this. Then private channel, this is specifically to your projects only. So to whomever you give the permission, they can only see this channel and can be a part of this and interact. Then shared external channel, so if you want to invite someone externally who is not part of your organization or your workspace, But still, if you want to make them apart, you can make them in this shared channels. Okay. Now, your work or life without Slack and with Slack. So if it is without Slack, then maybe you have some issues finding your co-workers, or having some conversation not clear, like how to find them, where to find them. There can be some issues managing those interactions or communication. But with Slack, it is very much organized. You can have proper communication, you can find people easily, you can find older messages, all that stuff you can do over Slack. Now, coming up with an integration of Slack and MuleSoft. Okay, so we have got specific connectors. Okay, out of the box connectors we have in MuleSoft, which can be easily found in Exchange. We can use that. Like for our demo, we are going to use this community version, which at present working on Java 8 only. Okay, but I will show you one part of that, how we are connecting and integrating that to post a message to a channel. Then to create account and workspace. So initially when you go to api.slack.com, and if you don't have a workspace, then you can create a workspace, like create an account, and then you can name your workspace something like create a workspace and provide a name to it. So I already have workspace, but I will show you the other part. Then creating an app. So in order to connect your MuleSoft and your Slack, you need to create an app. So it is like a connected app you need to create with client ID and secret and some permissions what you need, so that your app can interact with your Slack workspace. Then there are two features, manifest and scratch. So we will be using the scratch one. Manifest is like manifest file to add your app basic information scope. So maybe if you have already some files or something which you can use and create your workspace, but we are going to use the scratch one. And I will show this step by step when I will show the demo. This is how once you create your app, you will get some basic information with client ID and secrets. With respect to that, we need to give some auth permissions and scope. So this is your permission scope where you provide you generate the bot token with a scope chat write, which will give you the permission to write something on the channel, okay, or to have a chat from MuleSoft to Slack. This is the configuration part. Again, I will show you this, how we are doing this. We are using the auth to connection over here. Okay. And now we can go to the demo. Before demo, let me know if anyone have any question till now.
Yep, guys, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask, or you can post in the chat.
And I will share all this important link for you as well. Okay. So first one is this one. I will share it over here. Okay. So if no question, I am moving ahead. So this is my exchange. Here you can see there are two connectors, but I am using this one, okay, which at present supports only on Java 8. This another one is for Java 8, 11, and 17 as well. Okay, this is your connectors. Then this is my workspace which I'm going to use. So this is a Slack sandbox. I'm using a sandbox, but you can use a normal account for this connectivity and that will work. Okay. Now api.slack.com. In this, I will go to my your apps, and here it will ask me to create an app for me. Okay. Now this is my MuleSoft API which I have already created, and here I'm using a post message, which again I will require to have some configuration and then it will be done. So I will show that as well. The configuration, I am using a HTTP listener with 8081 port, but I have made it HTTPS because Slack need a callback URL and it supports HTTPS only. Okay, so I have provided a one-way SSL to this to make it HTTPS. Okay, and it will run locally. I will show you that. Okay, before that, just give me a minute. I will just open my Postman as well to show you this part. Just give me a minute. Sorry for that. Okay, cool. I will share my screen back. Okay. Okay. So I think we are good till this part. This is my workspace. Here I will create the API. So now let's go move forward and create an API. So I will create an API. I'll go to Scratch. I will name it as Mule Slack workspace. This is my workspace name. You can also see this is your workspace name. Here, if you toggle, you can see there I have another workspace which automatically get created when I create this. And yeah, this is the place where you can see all the channels and stuff. This is the place where you can have your uh, communication, okay, your messages. This is the canvas part, so we have got some canvas, but we'll come to this. This is your DM if you want to see any particular DM. This is your profile where you can do some settings for you. You can have an image, okay, any preference, notification if you want to pause, all this what you can do. Okay, so now going back, creating a API for this. So I am choosing my workspace and create app. Okay,
Sheikh,
so
we have a question like Arun is asking, do we need to enable something like HTTP garbage collector in Slack?
no, nothing.
Okay.
We don't need to do that. Okay.
Cool. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
So I created my app. Okay. So as maybe I have already created, so it directly created the Scratch one for me. But if it asks you, then you can choose whether you want to have the manifest or Scratch one. Okay. So I created my app. Now I got my client ID and secret. So what I will do is I will quickly copy this. I will go to my Mule application. Okay. Now in Mule application, I am using the version 4.3.0. But if you go and search, so this all different options what I have, and I am using a post message out of it. Okay, but there is another connector also what you can use, but I'm just trying to show you how we connect and how we can interact. Okay, so I'm using post message. Then in this configuration, we have two option, token connect and auth 2. So I'm using the auth to connect. So I will give my client ID, which is my consumer ID, which I have just generated. Okay, this one and my secret. So I will give my secret over here. Okay, now these are the default one which you can use: slack.com auth authorization, slack.com API. Scope is important. You need to give what scope you want. Okay, so for our use case, we are doing a post message, so it need to be chat right user. Okay, so there are link where you can select or see like what are the different scopes what you have. I will show you that. Okay, just wait for some time. You created a local host, so you need to use that, and it need to be HTTPS. So I need a callback URL because this will be required in my configuration. Okay, so this client ID, client secret I have given. So what I will do is after doing this configuration, I will simply start my application because it will take some time to start. Meanwhile, I will do other configurations in my application. Okay, so I will just run it. Meanwhile, it is starting. I will do the other configuration and show how it is working. Okay, so this is starting. Now I will go back. Here what I need to do is, so once we created, the basic information is done, but we need to give some auth permission. So I'll go to this auth permission tab, and here what I need to do is I need to give a scope to my boat token. So I will add and I will put here chat right. So this is the scope I want because I want to send a message to my Slack workspace. Okay, once I add this, right, I need to install this particular auth token to my workspace. So what I will do is I will do install. Okay, it will ask whether I want to allow. I will say allow it, and you will see a both token is generated and it is automatically gets added with this. Okay, so now one part is done. I have created my client ID, client secret, and I have generated the scope, and I have installed my workspace token. Next, what I need to do is once my API is started, I also need to have a redirect URL to do the auth dance. Okay, this is very much important because if you don't do this, your permission will not be granted and you cannot do the connection. So I need to give the callback URL for the auth dance. It can be a local host. If you are deploying it on cloud, like this is required once to enable the client ID and client secret what you have done. But if you can't do it locally, deploy your application on cloud having its at HTTPS, and then that host and callback you can provide it over here. So I will add this and I will save my URL. Okay, now this part is done. Now make sure, okay, pay attention to this. So at present auth dance is not done and you can see there is only one token. Once I do the auth dance, you will see there is one more token added over here which is saying or which indicates that it has given permission to your application. Okay, so let's see, my application is started. What I need to do is I need to provide my local host but with authorized URL. Okay, now this is my endpoint. I will select this and it will try to have the auth done. So it will ask a permission to you. And this is very much important. You need to allow this. Now, once you allow this, successfully retrieve access token, now you go back, you refresh it, and you see a new token is added, right? So this access is very much important. Now your configuration with Slack and MuleSoft connection is done. Okay, that is done. Now I will go back and I will post a particular input to my channel. Okay, as I am doing post message, and this works for channel at present. Okay, but you can do few other configuration to post it to users. Okay, other connectors you can use. Now, in my post message, as the configurations are only done, I will send a channel name and a payload, which will be in text format. So I will head to my postman. Yep. Now this is my configuration localhost as I am running it locally with HTTPS. Slack is my endpoint name over here, which I have used. Slack. And I am sending a text body with hi MuleSoft community, welcome to the integration of Slack and MuleSoft, and I'm sending it to a channel general. I'll click it. Okay, it will give me my user, okay, all this informations, what message I have put it, all this informations I'm getting. Okay, my name is Mule Slack, and now if I go to my Slack workspace, I can see the message over here. You see it? See, isn't it cool? Like how you integrate. So this is mostly about integrating MuleSoft and Slack. Now there is another concept of webhook. So this incoming webhook, like I'm not showing it now, but you need to activate it and it will give you an webhook URL. For this webhook URL, you don't need to do this kind of configuration. So this is simply like you will get a URL and you can use that URL as a HTTP requester over here. Okay, and you can send data. So now let me show you a block kit for developer, which we generally use to enhance our APIs, okay, to send something. So I will show you one. So you can use this block kit developer directly from this online tool and send your message to your workspace. Okay, you can choose which workspace you want to send and you can choose a template. Now I want this template like this to go to my Slack, okay, to my user. So it will create a JSON, a block array it creates. Okay, and the same you can use for webhooks. Now if I say send to Slack, it will ask where I want to send it. I will say okay, send it to general channel, and I will send it. And now if I come, see the message. So this templates, this helps you to define a JSON body which you can use with your webhooks. And for webhooks, you don't need to do this kind of configuration. It can be a simple HTTP request. Okay, I hope you understood up to this point and having a connection between Slack and MuleSoft. Let me know if you have any
Yeah,
question.
we have some questions in the chat, Abhishek.
Okay, I will just check it. Meanwhile, let me see if I have anything else to discuss on this. No. Okay, now I can take. So, do we need to enable Okay, do we need to enable add scope for each operation? No, add to scope, this is a one-time approach where you are just creating a connection from MuleSoft and Slack. Once you do that, then whatever connector you use, it will work for all of them. You don't need to do it for each one of them. Do we need any data limit? Do we have any data limits we can send to Slack? Can we send any GIF, PDF, any heavy? 1 GB of data. Okay, whatever files or things what you are sending, it need to be within 1 GB. Okay, if you do more than that, it won't take it. But if you're sending something from MuleSoft, so you need to make sure like the integration will be working right with that when you're sending that heavy file or something with this integration. But 1 GB is the limit. Okay, are we good till this point? Can we move next session?
Uh, Abhishek, I
Yeah,
have one point.
yeah.
Uh, can you give one example in real life scenario for the business where this Slack is one of the very good like means
Sure,
to
sure. I
communicate?
can, I can, I can tell you. I can tell you multiple. So, one is suppose notification. Now you're working on a project, right? And you have a project group. You want like if any error, like it is very critical, and you want if there is any error or something, it should notify in Slack as well, right? There you
Mhm.
can use Slack. Again, another example, like we did it in hackathon as well, where we have a service where the agent can be interacted with your Slack as well using the webhook. You can do it. Okay, where
Okay.
if again something is critical, suppose we have a temperature system where if the temperature goes down or very much high, I want it to send me notification immediately to my Slack, because Slack is easily reachable. You can have Slack in your mobile, in your desktop, right? Like how you have WhatsApp, correct? So
Mhm.
you want it
Yeah.
to send it to Slack as well, to your project group. There you can have Slack integrated with your applications, maybe with the Agentforce as well, right? So this
Yeah.
can be like employee onboarding can be an example. If some account is added in Salesforce, you want to put that in Slack as well. So that can be your use case. There can be a lot of use case with Slack integrating with your different integrations tool. I hope that answer.
Yeah, one thing I have seen while you're giving the demo, like
Hmm.
we have one part where you have shown like allow or deny. These options that come, right?
Yeah.
So whenever, like, let us consider if we're having a scenario in which we need manual interactions, like from my manager, I need to get something approved. So we are using that. So similarly, when we are taking that allow or deny, let's consider allow to do a further processing in MuleSoft. So in that case, we have a listener, right, which will take that. But this message, where it will be taken from, like from Slack, it will be going to MuleSoft.
Uh-huh.
Is there any queue or
we
something
we
which?
have we have event in Slack. There are event connectors, and even there are event configurations in, see, event subscription, you see. So this is possible, like if something happens in Slack and you want that information back in some integration, you can do that, enable events by using this.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so that is
Yeah.
possible. Anything else, anyone, any doubt till now? And yeah, you should be able to send zip, because manually also we are able to send zip files over Slack. So from integration perspective also, I think you will be able to do that. Okay, any other question up to for this part? Let me know, else we can shift on the next part of the canvas.
Yep. Let's move forward, Abhishek. No question left.
Okay, so now we have discussed about integrating MuleSoft, Slack, and we have seen how we can do that integrations. The next part is the canvas part, and this is like one of my favorite topic. As I said, there can be different channels. Now within that channels you can have canvases. Now what is a canvas? Anyone have any idea what a canvas? Anyone? No. Okay, no worries. So the Slack canvas is a new way to power your intelligence productivity platform. So you create documents, right? You might create documents in different systems using different tools. Okay. You might be creating documents and you are sharing within your co-workers, managers, whoever, right? You do that. Maybe you create PPTs. Okay, so you have credentials, you have a lot of things what you are doing. What if I say, if you have Slack, why not to use Slack Canvas? You can put everything, you can do your documentation in Slack itself. Okay, and that's what Slack Canvas is. You don't need to maintain 10 different tools, you don't need to go anywhere out of your Slack, but you can do everything within your Slack itself. Now Slack Canvas, so Slack workflow allow user to create canvas. You can also pair canvas with workflow. You user can have context on the usage of the workflow. Okay, workflow is like automatically triggering some steps. Okay, not going so much deep, but yes, that's how we can do this. Now what are the different canvases types? So we have basically, I can say, 2 to 3 different types. Okay, your channel or DM canvas. Okay, you can have a canvas in your channel, or if you are doing one-to-one interaction or communication with someone, you can have your canvas over there, or you can have a standalone or standard canvas where at present you are not creating that in your channel or in a DM, but you are creating that explicitly and then you can share it with other people. Okay, so that's are the different type of canvas what you can create. Now how Agentforce is connected with Slack and how you can create your canvas. So now first give some idea on Agentforce. I hope you might have heard Agentforce so many times and you have some idea, but your agent is an AI assistant which is useful for conversation with the agents. So it will act like you are talking to a human with the power of Salesforce CRM and the LLMs, which make it intelligent enough so that if you are interacting with your agents in Agentforce, it seems like you are talking to human. It can understand what you're saying, and there are 5 core features of this. That is integrate, easy to deploy, customize, trust and scalable, and open ecosystem. So it is very easy to integrate your agents with any systems. You can deploy it easily, you can do customization because the architecture is very flexible. Trust and scalable, like trust is the number one policy of Salesforce as well, so it is trusted, and it is open to collaborate with any other tools and systems. Okay, now how Slack and Agentforce come together. So your we have extended Agentforce with pre-built Slack actions. Okay, so there are actions like send message to a user or create canvas or do some search. Okay, there are different actions which are already created by default out of the box in Agentforce, which can be leveraged to do different stuffs. Okay, with your Slack. Now where Slack agent can come into picture, like what are the different agents you can have for Slack? Like some of them are, these are like, you can have a HR agent, you can have a IT, service, sales, marketing, legal, product and engineering, and supply chain. Okay, and according to you, your use case, you can have another whatever agents you want. Okay, you can do that. So now let's go to the demo for this one as well, and I have some resources which I will share with you which will help you to create all this. Okay, now let's close this one again, going to my workspace. So this is a sandbox for me, okay, which I have created. At present you will not see any agent force option over here. Okay, but we'll see that. Before that, we'll see about the canvas. So this is my Slack workspace. Here you can see these are the canvases, and these are the standalone canvases what we talked about, which is neither in your channel, not in your DM. So for example, this is your employee onboarding. This is one of your canvas. Now see how cool it is looking. Like you can have all different information for anyone who is onboarding. they can directly go to this and understand what all things they can have. You can have postcards or you can have URLs. Okay, you can also share this. There is a share button. You want to share to channel or name, you can do that. You can even print this. You can print your canvas. You can use some template. Okay, some other accessibility, like we have a slash keyword where you can add a few other options. Okay, and I will show you once. I'll create some other. So you here you have a workflow. You want to start a workflow. In that workflow you can give some information, and that workflow can trigger and go to some other channels or DMs. Okay, all that can be done. So this is canvas, okay, which you can leverage. Now group canvas. So here I have got this channel. Here I have this option for add canvas. Once I do this add canvas, I can add a canvas to this. Okay, I can give it a title like testing. Sorry. Okay, now I need to add a URL. I can copy a URL, I can paste it. It is asking you want to paste it as a URL or card. I can use a card. So see how cool it is, right? Then I want to insert few other things. I want to insert any other canvas link. I want to change my header type. Okay, I want to use bulletin points. I want to use a code, date, reminder, a recording. I want to a voice recording, a image, a file, workflow, list, profile. Like what all you can do with this? You can do a lot of things. Just slash is your command to do that. Okay, and if you want to delete, you can delete it. See all these different options: show all threads, make a copy. Okay, hell lot of things you can do with this. This is your group. Then there is like any direct message, then you can have canvas over here. Okay, so these are the different type of canvases what we have. Now coming up with the Agentforce and Slack part, like how you can connect that. So I have got some resources. I will also share this. So these are some Salesforce module which is particularly defining this particular connection so that you can have a hands-on by yourself. Okay, so first let me take you to this. Before that, let me stop my application, this one. Yeah, so this is the first module which help you, like you need to have a special developer org for this. Your normal developer org may not work, so this helps you to create a special org with some Slack permissions, but your normal developer org should also work now. Okay, so this gives you like how you do the setups and what installation you need to do in order to do the connection. You need to have a Slack platform connector package installed. That is one thing. Then you create a sandbox for yourself for Slack. This is what I have done. This is my sandbox, and this is where like it was uh, available for 6 months, but you can also extend. I don't see that notes now, but yeah, you can create your Slack playground. Okay, and this gives the step of doing a connection from Slack and Salesforce. Okay, so this is your module which can help you to set up the connection, and this is your module which tell you like what are the predefined actions we have for Slack. So this is one use case and how you can use it. Okay, so using this I will show you a demo. Now just a disclaimer, like I was just trying it some time ago, like yesterday my agent was able to create a Slack canvas, but now some for something it is not working, maybe some permissions or something, I'm not sure, but we will try it out. If not, I already have a recording where I can show you that particular part where it is my agent is creating a canvas for me. Okay, so now let's do the configuration. So first thing is, this is my developer org, special org. Enable your Einstein in this. Okay, you need to enable your Einstein. Go to Einstein setup, search for Einstein setup and enable that. Once you enable, do a refresh and search for Agentforce. Okay, because sometimes if you don't refresh you can't get this option. So search for Agentforce agent and enable your agent. So for this particular use case, the org which I created with this module, this will give me this particular agents, and for this we need this particular agent. This is our agent where we'll have our use case. Okay, now go to assets. In your assets you can see there are some predefined Slack actions already created, which we are going to use. Okay, so this is coming up. Meanwhile, I will open my builder. Okay, so search for Slack, and you can see a lot of Slack out of the box actions already created. Share a Slack canvas, direct message, message to Slack channel, search, lookup, lot of things. And for us, this is our topic. In this topic, we have created four different or connected four different canvas. That is, update a canvas, search Slack, create a Slack canvas, and send a direct message. Okay, so this is my agent and my actions what I have used. Now what we will do is we will do a connection between Slack and my Salesforce org first. So for that, go to your Slack. You see this name option, drop down, go to tools and settings, manage Salesforce org. Okay, go to this. This will open this page for you. Now here you can see there is a connect Salesforce org. Click on this. It will ask for a URL. So this is your your special org URL you need to define. We don't this mapping, so disable this, and this can be enabled. Okay, and request connection. Now once you request the connection, the package which I told you need that, and you can see there is a manage Slack connection. So now if you come over here, it is asking for the permission. So you need to use both the checkbox and you need to approve. Once you approve this, go back to your dashboard, you go to Salesforce, and here you need to activate it. So I will just activate it. Okay, now this is activated. Now in my api.slack.com, you can see at present there is only one, right? Now let me also delete this. Let me revoke this, as we don't need it now. I will revoke this, and I will delete this app. Okay, now you see there is no app, right? But when you do this configuration, now you need to enable, you need to add a user to this. Okay, you can see this is waiting for an approval. As I approve there, it will be connected. Okay, I need to add a user who can enable or who can add or who can be used to do that Agentforce stuff. Okay, now you see, once I did that approval, Slack also giving me that option. Okay, it has been approved. Now I will add a user, so I will add an individual over here, and it will give you multiple names if you have multiple user, but for me it is only one. I will use this and I will grant access to this. Okay, now this has been added and I have an active user. Okay, I can see this. Okay, fine. So one user is added. Now this is just we have done a connection. Okay, now you see once we did the connection, this is automatically created, but this is not activated yet. I need to allow it, right? So once I allowed this, I will be able to see my agent over here, but I also need to log in through this. So now let's see this. So it is asking permission to allow my agent whether I want to do it or not. Now let us see whether this app has been created. No. So what I will do is I will go to review and I will allow this. So I am allowing my agent to access my workspace. Okay, and I am allowing in this workspace and add one workspace, and everyone can use this agent. So I'm allowing everyone in my workspace to use this agent, and I will save it. Okay, now this is done. Okay, now you see, hello, your you granted has finished successfully. I will refresh it. Now it is asking me to sign into Salesforce again. So I will click on this and I will sign in. Okay. Till now, see, there is no option of agent. So I need to give some more permissions. I need to give this. So I will add my username and password over here so that I can grant it a permission. Now this permission is provided. Okay, see, it has been connected. Now if I come back, I will refresh this, and now you see the connection is done, and you can see an agent option over here. You see it, earlier it was not there. And if I refresh my api.slack, automatically it has created an app for me with just basic informations. Okay, this automatically creates that, right? Now this has been done. What I will do is I will interact with my agent. So I will click on my agent. Okay, I will click on this. This is my agent, and I'll give it some instructions. Say I will take it from this module. Say I want this information. And yeah, before that, okay, I have shown you the agent part. Okay, so everything is good. Now I will go to my agent and I will give it this information to get me some detail from product gap. It will interact with my Salesforce and it will get me the details for it. See, it get me this detail. This is my subject description. I will say, please create a, sorry, create a Slack. Oh my god, sorry. Slack canvas for me. It will ask for a title probably. Uh, Create a canvas with the above informations. Let's see. Yeah, this is giving me some issue. I'm not sure. Like just today it started, but no worries. I have it recorded and I can show you this part once again. Let me. Yep. So here I have asked the same information to this. Okay. And I just tried it yesterday night only. Okay. So I'm not sure today what issue. So it has given me the details, and now I am asking, can you please create a canvas for me? Okay, with this information or details. So it will ask me like what title I want to give. Okay, so it is asking me a title. Now I'll say like same as the subject. And this will create a canvas for me, right? It has created a canvas, and then I can click on this link and I can see this has created. Cool. Now if I see all canvas, it is a part of that, right? So this is how this actually works. And sorry, I'm not sure what the permission issue, I need to check on that, but this is how it is done probably. And you can create your canvas, and these are some of the
Uh,
link. Yeah,
Sorry to interrupt, Abhishek. Abhishek, actually, you used the trialed version of that install, Slack installs, right?
I use the
Actually, that is not,
sandbox.
yeah, Sandbox, but to connect from Salesforce, like make Salesforce ready for Slack. That one, it will install some updates to Salesforce, correct? Package install in Salesforce.
I already did that earlier. This
Actually, that is outdated. Even I face the same, like when I didn't,
when you tried that
I tried like not now, like last month I did
last month.
no,
I
yeah.
I did this. I this the complete yesterday night only. This particular
Uh
thing, and it was
that,
working for me. Today
yeah,
morning, it is
okay,
not working.
okay.
So the
Meanwhile,
same
I just
configuration.
pasted one link, okay, from Slack
I
actually.
will check. I will check
Yeah,
that.
I will
Maybe
check it later. Maybe that
there
might be
may be
the.
some updates because
Yeah, yeah, they
API.
released updates actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I see this API thing. What is getting created now, right? Earlier it
Mm-hmm.
was not getting created.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yesterday when I tried, see, I have just created everything from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the same configuration which I'm showing, everything, nothing was
Mm-hmm.
different,
Yeah, understood.
and I'm not sure like why
No,
it
no,
is.
sometimes it's really crazy, Abhishek, with the permission sets, right?
Yeah,
See,
and
even people from complete Salesforce background might feel issue,
right,
having problems with the
and
permission sets and
especially
properties.
this happens whenever we do the demo on meetups.
Mm.
I've always faced this. Like, see, this was working
Yeah,
so good, and I was okay. It is working. Everything is working fine.
yeah,
And today when I see like, oh, it is breaking. That's why I
yeah.
did that disclaimer. Like, we are doing
Yeah,
demo, there will be an issues.
yeah. However, MuleSoft plus Slack is done, right? This is Salesforce
Yeah,
plus Slack,
this was
so
Slack.
we can be considered as UBC.
Okay, and I shared
Yep.
this link again, but this is what it is. Probably, I hope you got an idea with both MuleSoft and Agent to connect with Slack. And now, if you have any questions or anything, you can discuss. Cool. Over
Yep.
to you,
Yep. Yep.
Sanjay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abhishek. It was
No,
really insightful session. Yep. Okay, and I think yeah, session was interactive as well. Like people asked a lot of questions. Yeah, it's really good, Abhishek. Okay, if you have any question, guys, please feel free to ask. You can like post in the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask it. Okay, no more questions, guys. So I think yep. If you can turn on your
Please,
yeah,
how do you
Ash-
do? Hello?
yep.
yeah, Eduardo. Yep.
Yes. Is there any chance that you can? Well, I just tried to follow the presentation, but believe me, I tried to understand what is the real use case that you can apply for this agent force automation on Slack. And I missed it a little bit. Maybe I was not really focused, but I tried. I missed the substance. I just can you show some kind of applications when you call Agent Force from Slack?
So you are asking about how to connect Slack and Agentforce?
Well, no. The connection is obvious, but then I wanted just to understand the use case when you actually mm,
Okay.
execute in some way the Agent Force.
Okay. Why we will connect Slack and Agentforce, and what can be a use case for that?
Well, why? I hope I imagine why, but concrete implementation or a sample would be really of a great help.
Okay. So if you follow this module, then we have got the samples where we have got some instructions as well, and some prompt which the user can ask, like what I have done it over here, and it is giving me the details. Maybe if you want, suppose you want to get the detail of any opportunity, so if you
Well,
have that.
I will try to reformulate.
Mhm.
What good is to run the agent force from within the Slack and not directly on some other kind of interface?
Yeah, Abhishek, if I may.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Edward, actually, with the use case which Abhishek has shown, right? Like, basically, Salesforce agents are something currently which we can access from the Salesforce screens, right? By integrating it with
Yes.
Slack, you have the ability to ask the agents the query and everything. Even you can chat with the agent directly from Slack. Okay. So that brings agents to your to your hand via mobile. Slack can be accessed with your mobile app like WhatsApp, as Abhishek mentioned, right? So what you can do there is, let's say you have Salesforce agents like HR agents or sales agents or any support agents. There is no necessity for you to log into Salesforce to access and talk with the agent basically. You can talk to the agent just from your Slack, provided your administrator has given access to everybody in the Slack group or workspace. or however they like,
Okay,
basically.
okay, very good. So it's kind of chatbot that is connected behind to the agent force, and then you have just another client for agent force. There is no a specific use case, like for example, agent force getting connected to every collaborator in the workspace and sending some questions or just requesting some actions. You know.
It can be used for that also. So basically, the use cases are endless, right? Like you can have an interactive chat with the agent using Slack. Actually, that is the one. And whatever your understanding is perfect. And what you said, it cannot be done also can be done with this part actually.
Yep. Thank you,
Okay,
Jyoti.
okay, I see. But there is no nothing something extremely specific, like well, you can add your integration for Agent Force to I don't know to Telegram. It will be more or less the same. It's just a chatbot that connects to Agent Force behind. There is no specific
No, see,
Slack functionality that is actually match well with the Agent Force behind.
See, basically, you will be chatting with the agent force, but the agent force has the functionality and the it's not only just a chatbot. Okay, that chatbot if you are saying the agent force
Yes, it's
agents
more
as
than
chain
chatbot.
bots,
Sorry,
it
with
it
all respect that I owe you, I just wanted to figure out the specific Slack functionalities that are in somewhat that has some synergy with the Agent Force backend. Sorry, maybe I'm not really very clear, but that's important to understand what is the additional elements from Slack that are in some way integrated with agent force behind that gives something more than just another interface for agent force.
okay. So you basically need to understand what Slack is adding to the agent force, is it?
Or what agent force adding to Slack that makes Slack even better based on the Slack specific functionality.
See, basically, Slack is a medium, which is like a WhatsApp, basically collaborative tool, right? In addition to that, we can have other, documents and those things in Canvas and like Slack is basically a combination of you can say not a full-fledged Teams, but Teams plus WhatsApp, basically. And agent force is basically an agent which can perform actions based on your command. Okay. So in Slack, you can just type in your command directly to agent, irrespective of, there is no need for you to log into Salesforce screen or you have to be a Salesforce user. I mean, you have to be a Salesforce user, of course. You no need to, always be on your laptop or, it's just Slack is something which will bring that agent capability of Salesforce in your hands. That's what it's happening here. So Slack is basically adding more collaboration to the agent, and Agentforce is adding more functional control for the user in Slack.
Okay. Okay, very good. So no, no, that's I want to be brutally honest. All this thing looks obvious, and I think it's something that can work this way. Maybe I'm not uh, very specific, but these questions that you run through Slack is actually they do not use any specific elements from Slack. It's just because you have Slack as a workspace where you can connect everyone. So if you add additional window that gives you a handle to use Agent Force, in some way it simplifies your work with and you do not require to do to another tab and run this question directly from on agent force and but nothing more basically
Okay, understood.
because
So
all
basically,
these things are like Slack canvas. Maybe it goes a little bit um, you know mm, I didn't grasp the added value of this maybe of Canvas, honestly.
Got it. So okay, Canvas. Okay, at that time, not sure. Maybe Abhishek, you can provide more on that on the
Sorry, sorry,
Canvas part. But
sorry.
on the
Come.
use case side, Edward, I have shared you one link. Okay, which is already in one of our meetup, which we had the MuleSoft plus Agentforce plus Slack combination. You can check for that use case. Abhishek, he is asking regarding what is the Canvas actually does and what Agentforce is adding to the Canvas.
Okay,
Seems.
so Canvas is a place where you can document your stuff. Okay, so for example, we have different canvases. If you are looking to my board, to my screen, so this is a canvas where you can document stuffs which are repetitive, like employee onboarding. So this will contain all the step and onboarder need to do, a new employee need to do when they onboard first.
Okay.
Similarly, now suppose you are asking your agent to with some information, it has given that information which is related to your project and you want to share with others as well. So what you do is you create a canvas, or you ask the agent to create a canvas for you, and then you can share that canvas across your channel or maybe with particular DMs. So this is a use case to show like what all things agent can do. It can also create a canvas for you, and then you don't need to copy and paste the information manually to create a canvas, but you can ask your agent to do that, where it will create a canvas and it will give the link of the canvas for you.
Okay, that's clear. May turn it a little bit differently. Let's imagine, well, a Confluence page with the same information,
Hmm?
and I'm just trying to figure out what else we add to the functionality of this page when
Hmm?
we place it on the canvas uh, inside of Slack. It's just the fact that you do not require a Confluence to get it, because
Right.
for me it seems to be just well, a repeating of this functionality, but it does not integrate specific elements from Slack that are additional, more than just a page with the information of how to onboard.
No, there are other functionality, or even you can create your agent to do different stuffs for you. But
Hmm.
you can ask your agent to share this to someone, or you can even print it. Definitely, if you say about Confluence or any other tool, everyone provide you this. But if you already have Slack, then why you need to have different other tools? That's the point. Like
Okay.
just for documentation, you will not try to get Confluence, right? Either you
Mhm.
want to do a lot of other things with Confluence. But if you have over one product which is capable enough to do that, then why need to go for the other one? So this is to show the capability what Slack can do, and maybe
Mhm.
if you have Slack, you might not need other tools.
Okay, yes, that's clear. So the answer is, well, when you have Slack, you can put everything inside of Slack, and it will
Yes,
do things that are, well,
right,
suitable and do not require a setup for Confluence.
right.
Very good. Thank you.
Cool. Any other question, anyone? This is nice. Like we have questions, people are trying to understand, and this is very
Uh,
nice.
uh,
Yep.
just I'm curious. Is there any chance that I can ask whether you guys do you use more often Slack than Teams or something else? Just because for me, well, it depends on my client. Most
Mhm.
of the time it's Teams, but in some cases they do not use Teams, and they set up kind of very complex and cumbersome uh, union with separate tools, and never people use Slack, and that's something. Well, only once per some many years. I've got a client with Slack,
Mhm.
and now actually, because I see this presentation, I'm curious to figure out the pros and contras, or maybe something that you can say on this particular tool?
See, we are using as per like also what the client is using, because if someone is using some other tool, we need to go with that. But we also use Slack, okay. And in Slack community, like we have a Slack community where we totally use Slack for there, where we put everything over there, okay. So maybe
Okay.
I can also share you the link for the Slack community, and you can be a part of Slack community. You can join our channels, and once you register, or once you create your account for Slack community, you will get a welcome message,
Okay.
and in that you will have a link where you will be invited to be a part of Slack community Slack channel or workspace. And there you can see the use of Slack
Okay.
canvases, like everything is over there. And you can also like connect, or you can join other meetups over there to understand more about Slack, like what all things we can do in Slack.
Okay. So I am already a member of the community on WhatsApp. Maybe I'll check. Yes, indeed. Very good. Your
Yes,
your community on WhatsApp, I mean.
okay, the Lucknow and Guwahati one.
I beg your pardon?
Lucknow and Guwahati community, that one.
Yes, yes, yes. Something
Okay,
like this.
okay.
Yes.
Sure. So you can check on that, or maybe you can ping me on LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and I can help you out if you want.
Very good.
If you
Very
if
good.
you really want to understand more on Slack and learn about it.
Sorry to digress a little bit from the topic.
No worries. Yeah, because
Sure. Yep. Thank you, Edward. Like it was a really insightful discussion, and thank you, Abhishek, and thank you, Jayaprakash, for your inputs. Fine. I think no more questions now, Abhishek. I think we can wrap up this meeting. But yep, it was really insightful discussions that took place in this meetup, and yep, I hope everybody learned about and gained knowledge more about the Slack and the Canvas part and how to integrate using the Agent Force.
so
Okay. Thank you so much, Abhishek, once again for
thank you
preparing for this
everyone.
topic. And
Yep. Thank you. Thanks a lot,
thank
Vikas,
you
for organizing this.
for
Thanks, Abhishek, for the insightful session. Yeah, it was
Thank
thank
really helpful. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Thank
JP, I've seen your link, so that all
Hmm.
I have already installed. I don't know, like
Yeah, yeah.
some other.
Just check the version. I because I also followed the
Mm-hmm.
trialed one.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I checked with the Slack link, it
Mm-hmm.
seems the package install version was different. Then it helped me.
Yeah,
That's why
maybe
I
they
got
have
off track.
updated some.
Yeah,
Just the thing I'm thinking about is yesterday night it was working, and just
that's
today
strange.
morning it.
That's what you said earlier, right? Like for the live demos,
Yeah,
things might not.
Yeah,
It's good, like you got it recorded, right?
that's why
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I had this experience a lot of time, and now I always keep every recording first,
yeah.
and
correct.
then
But yeah,
I show you.
no worries, no worries. It happens.
Like even the integration of Slack and MuleSoft, I have a recording for that as well.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's really good to have a backup.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine, guys. I think yep. Thank you so much for your time over the weekend. Yep. I have a good rest
Yep.
of the weekend, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.
Thank
Thank you,
you. Thanks,
everyone.
team.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot for. Yeah. Thank you.